Hello. 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 How's everybody doing today? Welcome. Welcome. Good to see some of you in chat already. Trying to get in the game. Think I got this. Think I got this. Still drinking some tea. Still trying to get awake. But feel pretty good. Last time I was upstairs working in the basement, upstairs working in the basement, the murder basement, I spilled a bunch of my activator. So it smells totally crazy. What's up, Mikey? How you doing? How's your day going so far? It's murdering time. Check out what I've been working on. I got a bunch of these models from Judgment because I love them from Creature Caster, and I was just like, oh well, I better get all these. Minigamer J, what's up, dude? Scrubbing down your house, landlord inspection. Is that like you're moving out? Landlord inspection, or is that something that they just do in Germany, where they just like come into your house and be like, are you good tenants? Sinister Grackle, what's up, my friend? How you doing today? This model is gnarly. Check that out. Come on. Focus. Focus? Kind of. Sir Jacob, what's up, man? What's up, my friend? How you doing today? Showing off some of the things. Just had kind of like a weird week. I actually have been building and stuff. UK. You're in the UK, not Germany. Oh, every 6 months. Interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. That's fascinating. Oh, Nick, you're gonna fall asleep to the sultry sounds of Heath in the murder basement. So this is what we're working on today. I've had this one in my pocket for about a month now. I'm very excited to work on it. It is a gorgeous piece. Really beautiful. I primed it originally in Pro Acryl primer. The primer peeled right off. Just fucking peeled right off. Hiding out in the office, grabbing a quick bite and watching my friend stream, so it's a good day. Dude, you've had a hell of a run and some amazing news. Congratulations, my friend. I'm so happy for you. I have some ideas for this one. I am not good at mixing paints, so I wanted to do some paint mixing on this. And I wanted to not use black, like, at all, outside of, like, the primer shade. Dude, Sinister Grackle, I am with you. This bus is... I mean, it just is, like, riveting. So... yeah, it has been a bit since I've been on. I've been trying to add, like, another day, and it just doesn't seem to work. Signarly, what's up, my friend? How you doing? Congrats on moving. Hey, Sir Jacob, if you don't know Signarly, you guys should get together and Sauce Nation rides on that fool, because Signarly is a fucking fantastic painter, fantastic conversion person, and has a lot of cool info, and is just getting going. So, like, you should do that. Sinister Grackle's also been fucking pushing it as well, and so it's been good seeing him doing it. And Demat, it is great seeing you today. It's been so long since I painted. I took everything out and cleaned it up because I was starting to get mold growing in this. Aw, I'm making you blush. Let me grab my water real fast. I only use distilled water in this to reduce the effect of things getting stinky, but things get stinky. You both did. Dude, congrats. This poor sponge. You will soon. It'll happen. We need more followers. Everybody give Signarly a follow. Oh, this is a crunchy sponge, guys. It feels really fucked up. Ah, Rachel Nets has liked the stream. Thank you so much for the like. Is that a Facebook thing? I've never gotten that notification. I bet you that's a Facebook thing. 'Cause everybody, we're streaming everywhere. We are not excluding any fans of the Murder Basement, or trying not to anyways. Trying not to. That's the true goal. So, part of my challenge right now, and I tried doing this back in like October or something. I was trying. Oh, I ran out of water already? Son of a bitch. We'll get this done. Put some dish soap in there too. You know what? I did that once, and I felt like the dish soap actually made it spoil faster. But that was when I was legit in the basement, and I was using a Masterson's palette, and the sponges were very different and just seemed to get mold, and actually bugs were in there all the time. It was crazy. Yeah, we're gonna fix that. Hey, you to the YouTube folks. He's omnipotent. Out of all the potent things that we could be, I'm glad that I'm omnipotent. Just impotent would be really, really sad, but you know, it happens. No shame. No shame. So like my goal today is, like, normally I use Procryl. My goal today is to not use any black. And actually, like, I will probably try not to use white either, although I don't know how I'm not going to use white to get my, like, highlights the way I want them with the colors, because I want to just use Chimera, because this is the one paint line that I bought that I really love the consistency of the paints, but I haven't quite got there. Sinister Crackle, I am using the artist palette from, or the studio palette XL from Redgrass Games. It is a fantastic palette. Like, people complain about the paper. I don't understand that. Like, it's like, parchment paper is cheaper, so like, yeah, when you run out, just buy parchment paper. But like, I think people want wet palettes to do what they more than what they are designed to do. And I think a lot of people are like kind of shittily saying that, oh, my wet palette can keep your paint alive for days, and I just don't. I think that that's extremely disingenuous, because like, maybe in some environments, but I mean, like, look at Giggling Geekette. I don't know if you guys remember, like, but from our conversation, and conversations in her chat all the time, she lives in Texas. It dries out on the wet palette. The wet palette just flat out doesn't work for her. It's actually a cool tile, like a frozen tile is the best way to keep her paints alive. So it's just like, I always find it really weird when they're like, our things are the best. I'm like, well, I mean, maybe in some clients, yeah, climates, sure, but like, that doesn't mean that it works for everyone. So like, don't be so hyperbolic. Oh, like, Mikey, it was disgusting. I came down there one day after not painting for a couple days, and all these little like basement mites were eating through the foam and like legit making tunnels in my like chamois cloth that is basically what the Masterson palette uses. Yeah, well, and like Signarly here in St. Louis, it's like we're in like jungle humidity right now, as it's like raining every 2 days and then getting like 80 degrees. So it's brutal here right now. As you can tell by my glistening forehead. I've had a really interesting week. Okay, awesome, Sir Jacob. Thank you so much. Yeah, I just had like a weird week. So I'm going to do my best to like stay positive and stay good. Yesterday I had a really sweet day. Reconnected with a friend who I hadn't seen in so long. Her and I used to do a podcast together called First World Podcast. We both quit at the same time just because like the show became a lot and was starting to not be exactly how we all like signed up to do the show. And so it's kind of one of those things that like we wanted something different than what the other half of the show wanted to do. So we all kind of separated. Oh, dude, thank you so much, Sister Grackle. That is fantastic of you. I really appreciate that. Thanks for the bits. The biddies. Yorkshire's get in curtain colors that won't stay, certain colors that won't stay wet. Reds, browns. Interesting. I don't have any colors that won't stay wet here. It's just like nasty. All of them get wet and separated. Okay. All right. Oh, we're doing Brooklyn today. Sergeant Major Clutch, how you doing, sir? Okay, I went to grab my tea here. And I have this bottle of matte medium. This is how out of it. Like, this is like 2 inches away, and I almost just grabbed this and was like... I think I'd just have to shut down the stream and start it completely over. Be like, all right, we're trying again. Sinister Grackle is still using masters and regular parchment. You've had the same problems as Geekette. It's a little more humid in yours. A tile and a well palette more. Interesting. That's an awesome idea. Andrew Nets, thank you so much for liking the stream. That's very sweet of you. Maybe that's a YouTube thing. No, it's Facebook. Hey, check that out. That's what's going on. Holy crap. That's very interesting. Well, it's so weird. I got a Rachel Nets and an Andrew Nets. I wonder if those are fun bots. They aren't commenting or hurting anything, so I just sort of sit back and like hope that they're human beings that are having a good time. It's water-based. You're good. Right. Yeah. Facebook viewers! It's such a weird thing. Like, I don't use Facebook for much except for sharing hard time articles to the friends who I still am friends with. It's very weird. And so I never even like share murder basement stuff on there. And I should be doing much more of it. And I just like can't find the motivation. Like even in my small business, the picture frame shop, where like it's like most of our clients are old, so you think that Facebook would be the place that they want to talk to you, and they just don't. Oh, hey, check that out. Andrew Nets is real. Beep boop. Welcome to the murder basement. I think you were the second person to ever chat on Facebook. So thank you for joining us today. I hope your day is going well. I hope the stream looks good. I don't even check it anymore. I'm really sorry. But if you do have any issues with the stream, hop on over to Twitch or YouTube. We stream there too. Chris, what's going on? Got some paints. Excellent. I was about ready to have a total Warhammer boycott. I was this close. I was like, I'm boycotting these motherfuckers. This Cursed City thing has me so it's steamed my clams, guys. My clams thoroughly steamed. And then I was just like, but I still play Warhammer Underworlds. That's the one game that I can actually play of theirs. Phthalo Blue Green Shade. What, Teals? Aw, how you doing today? I'm working on May the Bust. You now know that this here's actually some amazing steamed hams. Here is some news for y'all, and if you haven't been around for a while, I've now been streaming for over a year. It kind of came and went without me knowing. Teal Securi was one of the first people to reach out to me. So Sam Lenz, like him and I had already talked, but like I was like streaming to like 3 people, and Teals pops in. He's like, I'm painting the same model because I had heard of the May the Bust push from what's his name? My brain just shut off. Cutthroat Cure, and I just thought that was a good idea. So I wanted to take part in it. And, what's happening here? That is beautiful. Hell yeah, man. That's beautiful. Anyone hear the word Thalo and not think of happy trees? Yeah, no, I feel ya. I feel ya. So, like, it's been so cool being able to be part of this for as long as I have. And have met the people that I have, specifically all of you in chat, is just like so fucking touching. And you know, to have a place to put the murder basement like the Brush Coven, which a lot of you have hopped into it and been a part of it, and I really appreciate that. Hootie hoot, how you doing? I'm doing well today, man. We're actually fucking painting today. It's happening. I'm doing it. My back feels really good. I've got a cool model to paint, and I want to push myself. It's been too long since I've pushed myself, so we're doing it. This is happening. This is for real. I am trying to use kind of a limited color palette. Let's see here. I don't think I need magenta. I am going to use yellow oxide and cold yellow and violet. I actually probably should put some red down. Just because I'm mixing all the colors. I'm trying it. Uh-oh, meltdown on the floor. Oh no. Hootie hoot, it's great to see you here. Glad that you're here. Swifty. Yeah, crazy to think it's been a year, dude. Like, it's amazing. Hey man, I got pulled into work and missed your paint more than reasonable number of Conquest minis in a month of it. How did it turn out? Daniel, I had a great time doing it. And I probably have about 20 hours left to finish everything, which is like totally manageable when you're dealing with a huge army. But I will say this, my fucking back was wrecked for almost 2 months. Like, I pinched a nerve in my back painting, and it wouldn't let go. It was horrible. Absolutely horrible. Oh man, I didn't. Sergeant Major Klutz, I feel ya. I don't want to spend $70 on a bust. Yeah. Yeah, but so like I mean like I'm with you, Jay, but the problem is like red is a primary color, so I can't mix it. Like I was thinking about adding some magenta, and I think I'm going to add red instead. I think I'm going to go with the red. Daniel, I highly recommend the spires from Conquest. They're really cool models. Extremely cool models, actually. Not just like really cool, but like really cool. Oh yeah, okay. All my paints have separated because I haven't used them in so long. Yeah, I need to actually do like work out some, man. I actually need to. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to have these 7 paints. That's what I'm going to use. Yeah, spires are super cool. Right now they are running like one of the craziest, absolute craziest deals online. So if you want to get into the game, you can't get into it cheaper. Sergeant Major Clutch, these are Chimera colors from Chimera Models. They're a overseas company. You'll hear John and Scott talk about them. They are very nice paints, a little problematic, but also very nice. I actually think I'm not going to use yellow oxide. I think I'm going to use warm yellow. Oh, hi, fancy paint. Fancy boy paints. Yeah. Yeah, the Conquest sculpts are super original. Yeah. Sergeant Mitch Clutch. These aren't pro kill. Dr. Tentacle. What's up, my friend? How you been? How's the tarot life been treating you? You get any good readings in? Oh man, that paint was not mixed enough. I need to bring up my vortex mixer. It is still in the basement. Yeah, it's running some crazy deals. Okay, cool. Oh, that's super wet. You just look at your pretty cards. I have the power to make people buy stuff. Yeah, it's innate. I'm very sorry about that. That's all I've been doing. I actually started a project. Oh, I don't have it out. I'm trying to get into wood carving. Richard, what's up, man? How you doing? Oh, this paint is so not mixed. Oh my god, it just like came out like water. Try it one more time. Nope, it's still fucked up. It's all right. It's all right. I just need it to tint things. We're here. We're doing this. I'm doing well, man. Had kind of a weird couple days, so I'm just excited to be painting today. Okay, get my 2 brushes out. Because we only use 2 in the murder basement. Actually, 3. Like, big fatty, medium fatty, tiny. It's been a weird couple days. I'm sorry, man. Sorry, it's been a weird couple of days. Okay. So, I got my water in my pot. Let's get some matte medium to thin and glaze. We're going to get weird with it today. I'm very excited. I'm excited to be doing something a little different. Because, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm stuck in a rut. A rut that, like, nobody seems to care about. Like, they're like, yeah, you're doing it. It's fine. We like watching you. And I'm like, okay. Like, nobody's calling me out on it. Which is, like, cool. A little scary. But it is nice to have the support of you all. Oh, I need a paper towel. That's what I need. The ass crack of dawn. Yeah, who wakes up and works out anymore? What is this? The 90s? I'm gonna put this. Oh, like I actually have to like sit down with the sauce, and we have to talk about how to do this and how we're gonna move forward with this project, because I have a lot of ideas that just all keep on like getting stuck in my brain, and I don't know what to do with them. Okay, so I'm gonna do something really fucked up. I'm doing blue hair that's violet on top, so it's actually darker on the way on top, but the bottom will be this like beautiful blue color. Because I don't want to use black. I want to use actual color contrast to make the depth and dimension happen. It's something that I've never been able to truly achieve. It's a koosh ball. Dude, Demat, I've got so many busts and things to print. Like, I should be doing way more with that stuff because I have a printer and I just cannot be motivated. It sucks. It sucks. But it's okay. Could be worse. I wish I had a better handle on this, because this is a really weird weighted model. Denver is giving you the feeling in your plums. Sergeant Major Clutch, this one didn't take that long. It was about 3 to 4 weeks. I am waiting on one right now. If Arnold pops up, like, he knows it can take some time. I ordered one from Spain or Italy, and it is terminally. I still don't have it. Busty painting, and it's not what you think. It's such a good title. Busty painting. Jay, have you ever done any busts or anything? I think you're like, so I just, if any of you guys haven't followed Minigamer Jay here in Eons of Battle, fucking get on it. Like, get over to his YouTube, watch some of his live streams, watch his videos. He's bringing a lot more personality into the YouTube thing than I think we're kind of used to, and I love it. I'm totally here for it. I think that it is really, really, really good content. And just recently, he did a video where he got drunk. He got drunk, schnackered to paint minis, which is a really funny thing that we've seen, you know, Miniac and John do before, which is it's always funny to see people just like kind of lose control and into it. But like, one of the things that Jay was doing was using my brain just shut off here, using the idea of like every color in its place sort of ideas of painting, which is like an extremely traditional way of looking at mini paint or at painting, where like you use green, you use yellow, you use this, you use that, instead of it just being like, I have, you know, fucking skin tone, you use the colors to make the skin tone. And he worked on these Nurgle models, and they were like absolutely beautiful and just really fantastic. See, this is the idea I'm going for. Going purple highlights into the blue undercoat. So you have this kind of like cold to warm sort of change. Don't know a mini painter named John. Who is this John? And since the hair is all kind of like gnarly like this, like I'm using like a really wrecked brush. Also burping nonstop. It's really fun. That is fantastic. Cold to warm shadow. Cold to warm shadow. That's the idea here. So the idea is, if I can actually make this work, and especially without adding white or black, if I'm just using straight pigments to do it, like, I think that it could be a really cool effect. I have no evidence of that. I might have to use it, but that's my goal right now, is to not. Especially when you have a bust like this, like, just get the paint on it, get it in there. Oh, I bet you guys were. I bet that was like a riot to work on. And like a total pain in the ass. But you brought up a bunch of really good points that, like, I hope people actually like hold into them. Like, these, we are in a really cool time as far as mini painting goes, as there's so many people like trying to help people get to understand their skills and how to paint the way that they want. And you brought out a really good point that it's just like, just keep on working colors. Don't worry about like the whole surface, just worry about the spots and work these colors in, and chances are you're gonna get something really cool. Oh man, that's, what an awesome color this is. I don't know how that's working on camera, but in person, like, it's got this like beautiful blue underglow with this like violet top. Zambies, what's up, my friend? How you doing? Mikey, you are absolutely true. An airbrush would be easier, but I'm already sitting, and I feel really comfortable. Ooh. Yeah, I missed a lot of spots in there. Glad I tipped that up. The camera showed me it. Demet, and thank you so much for doing all these shout outs, man. I appreciate that. I was looking at my Nightbot statistics the other day, and Demet is the most active chatter in the murder basement, and it just made me smile. I'm glad that you're here. Thank you so much, man. God, these colors. Like, I wish you could even see my water, of which I am, cleaning my brush off in. That is gorgeous. Someone's in timeout. What did Zinjis do this time? I'm gonna have a little zip of tea on that one. I'm like, you burnt. I got you. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna start working into the black on this model, into this flesh tone. So I'm gonna go with the old school green undertones, which is something I have tried in the past to some success. This is yeah, Phthalo green. He's a saint. If only you there. If only there was a device you could use to show images to others. This song always gets me moving too. I have been thinking a lot about releasing it on my Bandcamp soon. I've been trying to think about all of the content creation aspects of my life and how to properly share them with people, and do it in a way so I feel like it's useful and good. All these shadow spots I'm leaving totally green. Kind of my idea was to leave like some of this like so completely glazed in that like it's like, oh, you're actually just looking at color blocks, but because we're going to use like real color contrast here, it's gonna take over the effect of the black. That's the hope here. The hope. The blue and the green is working. Sweet. Because my next step is going orange. And you're like, Heath, what in the world? You hit me with a craftsman. What in the world? Did you guys follow Cajun Catastrophes on YouTube? What Craftsman shared the other day? Cajun Catastrophes is basically like a more punk rock Craftsman, and it has my wife a little miffed. She's like, that guy's stealing his shtick. I was like, yeah, but it's like really good. Ear Hoax, what's up, dude? How you doing? I saw you were working on music the other day, and it made me smile. I couldn't stick around to check it out, but I definitely saw that you were in there doing it. And fucking Miniocalypse is now doing his own thing. I'm so happy for him. That's such a fucking cool place to be. Okay, so we got green. Here's the next point. I want to go to Orange Land here. And we're just gonna go big blocks. We're gonna go big blocks of color. Because the whole idea is I am not going to I'm gonna leave like a lot of this there, like a lot of the color, like without going back over it and smooth blending it out. We're gonna go, because I want the color of a black skin tone to not be, I use brown. I want it to be different than that. And so it's going to take a lot of back and forth. I've actually never effectively done this. So I'm like really excited to try. Yeah, right. I don't think he's stealing either. My wife was just being like, I love Craftsman, and I don't want him to go away or feel like he's being ripped off. And I was like, I think him sharing this is proof positive that Craftsman gets it. Craftsman gets it. I'm just glazing this whole thing now with orange because that's where we're at. So actually, that green undercoat is very strong. Very strong. Like, this orange is very, very transparent. This kind of reminds me of something that fucking Min-Max would do, and I am not as good a painter as she is. She is by far way better than me. way better painter. Ah, Signarly, have a good stream, my friend. Thanks for hanging out. Wait, Jarrett's here? Hey, Jarrett's, what's going on, man? You know, I was thinking of a palette cam myself, but, like, I also kind of don't think that people care that much. like, I think that, like, maybe a better camera just on the piece is the smartest upgrade. Good microphones are, like, where I tell people to throw their money first. But, like, palette cam is, like, to me, like, that was, like, my first thought. I was like, oh, I want a palette cam, though. And, you know, like, I don't know if that's super important anymore. Especially when there's just so many people doing different things here. So it's always a little hard to tell. I think, like, sound is always a really good thing to hit. AT Roger, what's up, man? Now I can't read that. It's so stinking small. May the bust be with you, and also you. We lift up our brush. We lift them up to our palette. AT Roger, how you doing, my friend? How's life? So, and here's the and so here we have cold to warm. On the shirt, we're gonna go cold to warm. We're gonna do the exact opposite. So we're gonna have blue and then purple. And then this music note will be non-metallic gold. That's the gut reaction here. And then we're going to start blending the colors. We're going to start pulling them all together. This model slaps. Yeah, what am I doing with it? Fucking getting it. Not doing it justice, that's what I'm doing. AT Roger, have you used the Chimera paints yet? I know New Meta really likes them a lot. He says they're his favorite. And, like, okay, so one of the things that this is doing right now that is better than any other paint is it is giving me like watercolor shading. So, like, brighter, darker, and it looks beautiful. It's easy. I'm pretty excited about this paint line, and I need to spend more time with it. I'm also gonna have to get my fucking eyeballs on soon because this thing is hard to see. Yeah, super fucking vibrant. So we're going to go dark blue here. And then we're going to go violet as the undertone for the shadow here. We're going to blend them together. There we go. There we go. Shadow. This model is fucked up looking. It's alright. It's all part of the plan, people. It's all part of the plan. We've got lots of layers to go. Have faith. It's all in the process, right, people? All of us painters out here know this one where you're like, I think I messed up. And you're like, no, just keep it going. You got this. Don't worry about it. Just give it some time. I think I am gonna have to end up using some white though. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Like I haven't figured out how not to use white. Because, like, the artwork on this is, like, her in a club. And it's, like, wild colors. And I'm like, that got me thinking. Fred Durst told our generation that we gotta have faith. And I trust him. Do any of you guys watch McMuscles on YouTube? And he does the What Happened series about video games that all kind of, like, went awry. His Twitter page has a it's fucking hilarious. It says live, laugh, Limp Bizkit as his like banner. If Queasy can hold up, I'm buying them. That's awesome. How you doing, Orthover? We're actually painting, Joe. We're doing it. And I'm doing it like how the classics are doing it. Every color in its place. Highlights, lowlights. Greens to browns, browns to greens. To yellows. And it's interesting. It's giving me an effect that, like, some of it I really like. Some of it I am, like, terrified of. To be honest, I'm like, did I mess up? Trust the process. I say this all the time. Trust in yourself. Then we'll mix some orange and green together. Makes like it's like almost black. back down here. Because if the light's hitting right here... Doing all right, man. I've had a weird couple days, but I'm feeling better today. It feels good to be painting. May the bust be with you always, always. Yeah, exactly, Richard. That's what I'm kind of thinking. I might have to do it, even though like it's like not what I really wanted to do. It's all right. It's not the end of the world. God damn it. I should have attached this to a bit of wood. Yeah. Okay. We're getting there. This is happening. Okay. It's got this green gold going on here. Mix that again. A little bit of red into the mix. Ugh. God, that color is fucked up. It's so thin. It's not really the color I wanted. We're gonna go bright yellow on this. Yellow here. Come in with some of this mid-tone. The mid-tone in. Richard, remember when I said that wet blending is easy? You just gotta like work wet. Well, like if you can get if first off for the joke, if you're familiar with wonder shows, and this joke is gonna slay, but if you can get 7 in the switchblade, Mickey D's is the way to go. But Taco Bell is also very good, both of which I haven't had in years. 7 in a switchblade. This looks fucked up on camera. It looks much better in person, I promise. The camera is just like seeing through all the layers. That is really weird. Again, going back in with green base. Mix orange and get dark brown. We're going to do green again. We're going to do this color. Move some of that over here. Add some of the highlight color to it. Yeah, right. I mean, it's doing some things that are like I'm painting in a way I've never painted before, so it's blame it on the camera. Yeah, it's it looks really weird, straight up. More orange into more of a brown mid-tone. Postrim. You got them stonks that I need. Come in here again. Hit this highlight color. Yeah, we're doing this. This is happening. It's just so weird. It looks so weird on camera. But the colors in person are so much cooler. This is wild. This is wild looking. You can see it taking shape. Okay, I'm glad it's coming through because like I also have this like light on the computer on a shitty monitor, and so it like doesn't read super well from my angle. My goal is to not use any oil wash on this the way I have. I want to actually paint this in a painterly style. Got some warm skin coming in. We'll see how that glazes in. Might just come off orange again. Kind of just looks orange again. It's all right. It's okay. Just add some more yellow to it. There we go. That's a better color. Make it ecolicious. Yeah, basically, I'm using the Chimera paints, and I really wanted to do more of a, you know, an old school painterly approach to the color instead of just like using brown and painting in, you know, like your standard highlight black skin. I am gonna grab some white though. I think it's necessary. I don't think I can do it without. But I wanted, instead of leaving like black spots as contrast, I want it to be green, and so it's like green to brown, and go warm cold contrast instead of I use black to add shadow. my typical go-to. But it looks fucked up on camera. That is crazy looking. In person, it's not as crazy. It's still, I mean, it's bonkers, but it's not as bonkers. Blame it on the camera. Oh, man. So, I went and saw the new Mortal Kombat yesterday. Went to the theater and saw it. That was a wild experience, to say the least. Had a really good time, but, like... It's weird renting out an entire theater for your friends. Buddy did it, and I was like, this is wild. I have a couple dots of it. Yeah, always blame it on the camera until it's good. Okay. Actually, probably gonna have to pull out the, it's actually a very nice skin tone that I just mixed up. It's very peachy. Yeah, I needed to do this. Desaturate some of these colors. They were just a little too strong. They're thin. I mean, like, I'm working thin right now. Way thinner than I normally do. I'm trying to, like, own my victories. It's my, like, kind of my new homework. Own your victories, because they don't come often. So it's nice to celebrate when you do have one. Her hair is so amazing. It's like I don't even want to touch her hair anymore. The hair's there, and I love what it's doing. I don't have a good place to set this down. What am I doing? Because I have too much shit on my desk. Guys, too much shit on my desk. Alright, Demat. I always appreciate your help, man. You're the best. Do I have any foam? It's actually a good point. I might. I just need to give my left hand a little break here. Aw, Geeky, thank you so much. How you doing today? Look at this gnarly model I'm painting. It's such a beautiful sculpt, and I've like got it square in the ass phase. Hold on one sec. I need to find something I can. Can I just do this here? Oh yeah, I can just do that there. Hey, check that out. That's a pretty good little handle. Not bad. It's squishy. It will fall over. Okay. Actually, I can set her down like this because it's gonna not be totally resting. Miniocalypse, what's up, my friend? Dude, congrats on your new life move. That's it's fantastic and scary and awesome, and I hope everything works out great for you. I always celebrate when people do the do something big like that. She's fantastic, fabulous, and looking loverly. Aw. The camera is being super cruel to her right now because I started off in such crazy colors. Doing swell. Everybody recover well? I saw Mrs. Miniocalypse out there chatting the other day, so I was like, she must be feeling better. This makes me happy. Wife's still having issues with energy. You know what? That's really common. We got a friend who's got long COVID, and he just got vaccinated, so we're hoping to hear that helps him a little bit out. But he's, coming up on 8 months of just being wore out. So I think it's just a thing that happens, man. Man, this is all about Newtons, guys. I know I say this every stream, but like seriously, get yourself some Newtons. Newtons are way too healthy for you. Weren't you just talking about working out? I would like to know how that's any different. I see you. Oh no, I'm shill for Big Newton, huh? I see you. You know I'm a shill for Big Newton. I always have been. These are pretty fancy Newtons. See, the cool thing about Newtons is they're really high in fiber, so they help keep you regular. Going up to like a really fleshy tone right here. And then I'm going to do the same up here. Let that dry out. Start glazing some things back into it. You guys know me. I've always been working for Big Newton. I know Louis C.K. is still problematic and canceled, but his bit about Pig Newtons was one of the cutest things I have ever heard. It's just like, we shit now. We shit here. Go. Richard, I'm with you, man. Like, that's some stuff that it's like hard to like these 30s are sucking. Yeah. I'm with you. Like, it's hard. It is hard to stay healthy, and it's hard to stay motivated and positive about like the age that we are in and how we are handling it. Dude, pig feels, right? You know what I'm saying. Pig Newtons. Damn it, those fucking kids. That's some adorable shit. Why did he have to be such a, like, every time I think of fucking Louis C.K., I think of like Anakin and Obi-Wan at the end of episode 3. You were supposed to be the chosen one. He was like pushing comedy for everyone so hard, and to just be that, so fucking frustrating. So frustrating. Oh man, apricot and fig? Dude, that sounds fucking amazing. They're fucking delicious. Yeah. Chris, just wait till you turn 50. Yeah. Yeah, I've got to start, like, changing my life pretty dramatically here, I think. I like to pretend that I'm invincible. And then I'm like, oh, my spine. Ooh, that is too green. It's amazing how fast that happens. I'm trying to mix colors together. There we go. It's a good skin tone gradient that's actually really warm, nice, and kind of chocolatey and beautiful. Let's see how that handles here. That's a really nice color. Might almost be a hair too Caucasian, but that's okay. Can always bring it down. There we go. Get that color moving the way it needs to. Come in here. Blend that all together. Just cut open a jackfruit. Are those the stinky ones? Or is that the, now I can't even remember the name of them. I know one of those things is stinky. This is one crazy fruit. It tastes like bubblegum. But then you can cook it in like barbecue sauce and then it tastes like pork. Your body is trying to commit high treason some days. Yeah, I feel you there. I'm actually like really happy with parts of how my body is handling it. Durian, that's the stinky one. Yeah. Okay. I've got this medium and this like rusty red color here that I probably should figure out some way to use. Oh yeah, that's actually a great shadow color. I think this is like the trick about mixing all of these things to have them have like continuity is to like always bring the base color back into it. That green, bring the green back into it. You do that. Kind of like, instead of it just being a color that's sitting on top, it all kind of blends together nicely. Or nicer, anyway. You're allergic to jackfruit? That's fucked up. Miniocalypse, are you allergic to jackfruit right now? Is that what's happening? Are you having a reaction? It's kind of scary if you are. Some kind of reaction. Well, if you need to go to the emergency room, don't wait too long on that stuff. Allergic reactions are no joke. Taking some Benadryl now. Good call. Good call. I support that. This model is so beautiful. Such a beautiful sculpt. I really hope I'm doing it justice. Oh! Oh, that was intense. I don't recommend sneezing that hard and painting. That's no fun. Just adding extra green when you sneeze. Yeah, it's so weird, Demat. Like, it's finally starting to do what I want it to do. And maybe I could have gotten here a little faster if I had done a little bit more, like, homework and planning. But, like, also, like, this is pretty cool. Like, it's happening. I have like a beautiful, beautiful African skin tone that is great with like this amazing like red tone here. Ooh. Let's go down here. This should be pretty dark there. It's got some nice shadow in it. Some highlights, which are still pretty orange. I've I'm gonna have to do some of this off camera, just because like trying to keep it on camera at an angle that you can see and having the light, like I can't actually see up into these parts right here, because the second I turn it up, her hair is so big that it casts like complete shadow on it. So I'm gonna have to move everything. She looks great. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. This is and it's like actually way smoother now that I've gone over it a bunch of times with a bunch of different layers of orange and green. So like this is essentially just layers of orange and green and mixing in like white and red to create these shadows. Orange and green, white and red. So you have some like kind of warmer shadows up front. You know, I can do more just like green, brown in the back, but like if you look at it, like this is so much lighter than this. Like I don't think I'm gonna mess much with this, except for like I have some like, that's just solid yellow there. You know, I have a couple spots like that I'll need to blend. This shadow right here is just orange, where that should actually be probably more in this color here. Oh hey, there's just like a huge green spot there. Arnold, what's going on? I was talking about you earlier, because my model has not come in yet. Still waiting. Still not here. I'm hoping soon. I'm hoping soon. Yeah, it just seems weird though. Like it seems like it should be here. The last time so this model took a little bit longer. It was like 5 weeks, 4 to 5 weeks, I think. It wasn't like super long, but it came and it was open. Like they looked at it in at some point in shipping. All right, time to stretch. Everybody, take a stretch. Ah, Richard, I was wondering about that. I was supposed to be given the Bow Chosen and the new Dwagom high-end model to paint on stream like months ago. And when what's his name? My brain just shut off. Oh my god, I can't. Leandros. When Leandros got sent away to service, none of that got translated over. And so I was like, hey guys, I was supposed to get these things. Like, is that still happening? And they were like, we don't know anything about that. And I was like, oh, well, here's the emails. Ugh. Oh, I just got fucking paint everywhere. God damn it. Good thing the model is worth waiting for. Yeah, it looks worth it. And, you know, for my wife's birthday or our anniversary, wherever it's going to fall, it's going to be beautiful. Yeah. Keep checking Discord for a sign. It arrived. Yeah, Richard, I've had that happen too a couple times. Like, I wish that companies were like way cooler about that and be like, oh hey, this one thing that you ordered is not gonna ship out. So like I had that happen with the miniature market thing, and just sat there. I was like, hey, what's going on with my order? And they're like, oh, this one we don't have yet. It's like, oh, Well, I'd pay shipping twice for it if, like, I could get my stuff now. And it's just like, it takes extra effort. And I really honestly think these companies are working skeleton crew right now. Actually, okay, so this looks not so bad. I just looked over at the Twitch stream for the first time this whole try, and it's actually like working. Like, I'm surprised. Okay, switching over. I'm gonna go with a much more fine brush. Something a little less brutal. Gonna come back in here with the white. Gonna make this something that is separate from skin. I'm gonna clean up her teeth. A minute or two behind YouTube? Interesting. Twitch is really weird right now, and YouTube seems to be doing a lot better job as far as like the stream goes for me lately. Oh, that's close. Yeah, that's a bummer. Sorry that wasn't communicated either. I'm with you there. Now, I think... Now, I've actually got to, like... I want to make sure that I get her lips the right color. My Google search was black woman in a tank top. Okay. Just a little bit more fleshy. The funny thing is, it's more just like women in black tank tops. And you're just like, oh, that's frustrating. It's not really what I was looking for, but thank you. I guess, guys. What's Leandros? Leandros is the was the community manager over at Parabellum Games. The Parabellum's in Greece, so they have compulsory service in the military, and he got pulled away for active duty. So he is gone for the next year to do it. Oh, that's a great color that I just mixed up. That'll be a great flesh tone. Oh, you thought it was a model? You know what? It should be a model. He is like, he was such a. I'm not saying that the new guys are bad or anything, because they're not. They're just like a little different. And Leandros is really sweet. He really got what the role was. Yeah, it's a weird thing. I didn't know it either until I just started hanging out with them, and he was just like, yeah, it's something that we all have to do, and I was like, that is kind of cool, also a little scary, because like life can be lifted up at any point, and you have to go and serve. Dude, yes, you should get on that hootie hoot. It's such a cool model and expensive. Totally worth it. Some Twitch jerk convinced me to get it. Yeah, it happens. I am most certainly an enabler, people. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out so far. It took it a second to get there, but I'm feeling it now. I'm in it. We're here. We're doing this. Maybe we can convince the Twitch jerk to give one away. Man, if I could get unlimited supply of cool-ass models. Although there is something like... Creaturecaster said that if we wanted to do giveaways, they would help support them. So I could probably do some of that. I typically don't like doing giveaways, mainly because, like, I don't want that to be, like, the main source of why people come and hang out. I want it to be because they like hanging out and having a good time. No judgments on the streams that do giveaways all the time. Like, they can... It's their life. They can do what they want. I just want to have a little different relationship with everybody. It's kind of my stance. Oof. Look at this brush. It is afraid. Is my thing not on? I think I'm not on random. I think I'm just playing a playlist. Well, it'll be on random now. Trying to smooth out these super harsh contrast spots that I built earlier just to block in the way the light was hitting. So now they look like total clown shoes, since everything else is starting to blend together now. It's always the trick, is finding that nice, like, blend in the middle of the two. Especially when you're working as thin as I'm working right now. It's very difficult. A little bit. Like, the weird thing is like, it just kind of looks like highlights now. It's like really white on camera, but like here, let me see if just moving this at all changes it. Yeah, I mean, if I'm looking right at it with bright lights, it is still coming in. I don't know how I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna have to do some shit to that to get it to go the way I want it to. Maybe just go back over it with more purple. More purple. Cold shadow. Warm. Purple. It's interesting. Like, it's actually colder towards the center of the model. And everything around it is... Mike, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I mean, it might actually behoove me to, like, actually mix in some, like, browns into it or something. Just to give it a little bit less violet of a color. Go with, like, a dark brown with the purple. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see here. Tartan. Tartan dreads. Oh, hooty hoot. Remember the last time you said tartan? Remember what my initial reaction was? I think that's going to be a very similar reaction this time. Only this time I might mean it. She's got these huge eyes, which I've never really done much with eyes because, like, normally you can't actually see them, but these are just, like, massive eyes. I might actually bring in some, like, red into them. Actually do them like eyeballs should be. I actually kind of think that green eyeshadow works really nice in here. Like, I still have, like, a lot of green left in there, and it's really beautiful. Especially in comparison to, like, the blue and the purple. It's really nice. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get weird with it. Again, I've just, like, paint all over this palette. I'm going to go purple. I'm going to go orange. Purple and orange. What color does that make? It's actually a really nice color. It's actually like a really nice plum. Just gonna move this over here because, like, I have to get this color on me so I can see it. So sorry if it's not coming through on the camera. Just trying to get some of that white out of here. It's just not so, like, cradle cap flaky looking, because it does look really incomplete. Actually, this extra bit of color in with this is really good. Mike, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But I would have to get up. I'm having a lot of fun just kind of sitting here. Dunk it. Just like Min-Max says, dunk that thing. You all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm glad is not really pushed often anymore? The army painter dunk method. I am wearing pants. Not much of them, though. I just actually, like, my space over there is kind of messy, so... Dunk it. Kind of mixing this purple into the blue. And actually, that looks really nice. Brings your face, like, right into hers. Because the purple and the blue to yellow orange is really, really good. Like, just doing that right now, like, really changed this model, like, considerably for me. Wrecking this fucking brush, though. That tip is fucked. It's just like totally cute, curly cued and shredded. But we're getting there. Let's see here. Getting a lot of notifications here. Check them real fast. Amazing bust. Nerds with Vaginas is one of the funniest Instagrams ever. Let's take a moment to appreciate David Beckham's watch. Wow. Like, that ass. That ass. Okay. I don't think these photos are really going to help me much. Blue tank top. Just kind of want, like, good source photos, and it just, like, they're impossible to find online. I thought about doing a yellow tank top, but I just hate painting yellow so much that I was like, nope. Even though, like, I love the way African skin looks in, like, yellow colors, real bright, strong colors. I would rather pull out my own eyeballs than deal with that shit. Trying to mix another skin tone glaze. We got some real harsh lines now that I need to minimize. A little brighter into it. Towards that orange tone. It's a weird color. I don't know if that's going to be right. It's just like super yellow. Yellows are more just orange is like the trick here is getting the right mix of orange and white and green to get the skin right. JT, you are not wrong, man. This bust is cool as fuck. How you doing today? Welcome to the murder basement. How's your life going? I need more orange here. The blue tank top, I think, works really nice too. I think that it's still strong. It's much easier color to paint. Much easier. It is still a sloppy paint job, though. Trying to figure out some modeling things on Tabletop Simulator. Good luck with that. I was trying to figure out how to do some shit on Tabletop Simulator, and it was not happening. There we go. Dark tone mixed in there. Okay. Now we can add some white. Now we're there. God, that took a long time to mix up. I just got this huge, nasty looking green and orangey mess on the palette that it's going to be weird once I get it onto the model. It's actually going to be like a really beautiful color. It's going to help like kind of warm up some of these spots. Nice kind of mid-tone that I just made. Nice glaze. Just kind of keep on adding white to it to highlight. It kind of works pretty good. Not bad. Here a little bit more of that shadow color. Put that back in. Just add a little bit more, just a direct green into it. See, Richard, if you're still there, that's how you wet blend. We just like mixed it on the model, and it works out totally fine. Work wet. No, it just doesn't matter. You'll feel weird about doing it, and you'll do it a couple more times. You're like, oh, that's it? That's the step that I was missing? Just do it on the model? Alright. Not so bad. Get that blended back out. So we're gonna go green into the eyelids. Makeup. And then I'm going to do a little bit of green-white highlight, just to give it a little bit of like a shimmery vibe. Always work wet, guys. DeMatt's right. Oh, the green's awesome. This is starting to happen. Guys, it's starting to happen. Trust the process. Just trust the process. You'll get there. Don't feel bad if you are like confused about it, if it's working or not. Taking a second just to kind of look at it, see where we're at. I'm actually going to take a photo of it with my phone. Get it a little bit more in the light. Ooh, this is looking good. I'm gonna share this in the Discord. Is everybody in the Discord? Are you guys in the Discord? You should be in the Discord if you're not in the Discord. Be in the Discord. Yeah, this is happening. It's that photo kind of solidified it. It's actually a little too kind to it, but maybe I'm in the right area. Guys, we've done it. We've mixed it. Thank you, DeMatt. It's weird because like part of it almost looks like zombie skin because there's so much green coming through. But when you see it in like all of the colors working together, it's like it actually is really working beautifully. That's awesome, Prue Prue. How you doing? I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's coming together. I've never done a full like, here, check this out. This is what the wet palette looks like. I've never done a just mixing from scratch ever. It's always been using paints that are close to and then going like, I went with like pure Chimera pigments, which is truthfully my least favorite way of painting. Having fun with it, I'm enjoying it, but that is it's way more stressful than I want it to be, for sure. For certain, way more stressful than I want it to be. I'm actually going to add a little bit of this violet in here. It'll make a good shadow color too. Yeah, that's a really nice shadow color. Well, especially over that green. Painting bravely, damn right. So like, okay, here's a topic that's been on my mind a lot lately, mainly because like I'm sure you all do the exact same thing that I do, where you find like the one thing that really just works for you, and you just beat that fucking technique into the ground. You're like, oh yeah, I'm grunge painting. This is the shit. I got this. That while I love it, it's cool having that. It's also like totally a crutch. Like I'm missing out on so many other techniques. Wrong podcast. um, and so it's just like the last time I did a bust, which was a year ago. In May the bust. It's like here we are, coming full circle. I needed to do something. I tried doing something like this, and I ended up getting kind of close. I think I was a little timid on a couple things, and the stuff that I did try didn't come through in the colors the way I wanted them to. It was just a little too it just wasn't right. It was close, but not right. So it's all about finding the right mix and everything to get it right, and be a little bit more brave and bold. I don't know how I'm gonna get. Maybe I'll do a violet under eye look to do like shadow. I don't know how I'm gonna do that because I'm trying not to use black. Now I've already kind of cheated because I'm using white, but like white was necessary. It's just kind of like, guys, I just kind of got lost in it there. That was like actually really beautiful. Like it's been a while since I've just like painted and like kind of trailed off like that. I got kind of just like into it deeper than I had been in a while. Just need to kind of let that stuff dry. See where we're at. I think it might be a hair too dark, so I might have to go up a little bit with it. That's still fucked up. Looking that back is still jacked. Don't be a goober. Drink your sauce. Unleash your miniature maniac in the middle of winter. Over the eons. It's a story as long as the eons. Or as Modest Mouse has their song, Blame It on the Eons. Which is a really funny joke if you listen to. Good news for people who like bad news. The Chimera PV23 is good in dark purple. Is that this thing? The violet? PV23. Shit, I've never actually looked at any of those pigment numbers. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that as like the shadow. Because I wanted to have that kind of, like, we just did that like green eye in there, and I wanted it to be kind of like smoky and beautiful. Eyes stress me out. This one's nice because the pupils are raised, so I can actually like get in there and do it. But like I have no idea how to do black, black people's eyes while not using black to like darken to get like the pupil. It's kind of a weird game. But like I'm loving how the hair looks. Like the hair going in that kind of violet to blue shadow like really fucking works, especially against that orange skin tone. Is really unique, and with the green eyes, it's like got this whole triad thing, and I just have to dial it in. I gotta get the color just right. I gotta push the highlights a little bit more. So right now we're in like Simpson color, African American skin. Just needs a little bit more. Oh, interesting. Magenta and phthalo green. I almost put magenta on the palette, and then I threw red on, and I kind of regret it. Although, like, the red has been a decent way to warm up the shadows just a little bit. Oh, Drexel's yelling. Let's glaze some of this up under. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it, Prue. We'll see. We'll see what happens when it dries. Right now, it looks like someone punched her in the eyes. And that's not quite the look I was going for. This is too joyous of a model to like, oh, and we have domestic violence in the mix. Drexel! Sorry for any of you who are listening with headphones. Drexel, come here! Alright, Prue, thanks for hanging out. It was great seeing you. Hey, buddy. What's up? He's so very needy. What? Nope. I'm just gonna have a weird, harsh line. Just gonna be the way it is. I didn't want it, but there it is. Alright, there we go. Just kind of blending it in. I'm telling you, that's always like the hard thing about glazing is sometimes you just end up with like a harsh line. Not the look that you wanted, but it's the look that you get. So you gotta kind of like try to keep it from being gnarly looking. Oh, I've got a cat punching me in the butt. Figuratively speaking, what's my favorite dessert after eating pizza? Well, it depends. I'm gonna say that like gummy bears are always a good idea. and figuratively speaking, what is my favorite pizza? Right now it is Detroit, anything Detroit style pizza because it's so good. But I'm lactose intolerant, so my wife found these like mochi ice cream balls that use cashew ice cream, and they are kind of my new dessert. That's really sweet, so I highly recommend that. Courtney, how you doing today? How you been? Long time no see. I'm doing something crazy, something I've never done before. You love mochi. I got these weird mochis from Costco that were like, just cookie mochis. And they were like some like green cheese, like matcha flavored. And they were good, but like they had like the most messed up texture ever. You're like, ooh, this is wrong. But I ate them all. Yeah, I've been really in my own head lately and not trying new things, and I'm having a lot of fun trying some new stuff out. Especially doing a skin tone that I'm just not used to painting. So doing African American skin tones, like it's hard. It's especially not using premix paints, and the goal is trying to do it without using any oil washes, which have been kind of my crutch as of late, and it's coming along. I'm feeling pretty good about it. It's hard. It's really hard, but I'm enjoying it. It's giving me a chance to finally use these Chimera paints that I haven't used. Now Drexel one's off my lap, but he's here. He's here for forever. Well, thank you. It's coming together. Like, some of that green undertone, I've been working super thin, so like it's green undertone made of brown, out of green and orange. So it's doing some things. Doing purple hair with like a blue shadow to it. And that's been pretty nice. Something to... Instead of it just being black. I don't want to use black on this model at all. I want it to have like life and vibrancy out of it. And I think using black is a misstep. You know, it's a missed opportunity to learn something. Like here on the shirt, I used violet as the shadow, and that is awesome. It's such a good like way to get a shadow look that looks really, really fantastic. Really having fun with it. Drexel has this like spot in my room that he always digs at, like he's like sharpening his claws, but he doesn't have claws. Poor guy. He just doesn't even know. What's my favorite song right now? That's a hard one. Let's see. If I'm like wanting to get going and doing things, Jesus Built My Hot Rod by Ministry has been like my get up and go, got up and went song, sort of like get you pumping and moving. If I'm wanting to do something more introspective and mellow, I've been listening to a lot of Alessandro Cortini lately, which is really beautiful modular synth music. I want to dance, even though I don't dance. Perfume Genius. Listened to a lot of Perfume Genius lately. What's your favorite song right now? What's your favorite pizza? Let Go by Juicebox. I don't know that one. Yeah, the purples in the hair. That was an interesting idea, and I actually am really loving it. It's working. Might actually have to come back in and bring some more blue up into it. We'll see. Dynamite by BTS. What is BTS? Ladrasil, finally sitting down for some hobby time. Excellent. Congrats, buddy. How you been? The hard part, because I've been working so much green into this, going green into like warm skin, like there's parts of it that I'm like, I just painted like Nurgle skin, and that's not what I want. It's not what I want at all. Is it Money Machine by 100 Gex your favorite song? Hey there, little piss baby. I fucking love that song. That album is like almost intolerable. It's like if it was like 25 minutes long, I think I would fucking hate it. It's a Korean pop music. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I'm not up on all the Korean stuff right now. And I feel like I'm missing out. I think I probably should give it a shot. It's actually a really good color mix here. Because I did such a deep, dark color for the shadow. Just have that blend over into this. So this is going to be truly the darkest spot on the model. This corner. I almost just leave it. Pretty surprised that you remembered 100 Gex. Almost everybody that I show 100 Gex to is like, this is my favorite band, and then like a week later they're like, 100 who? That purple as a shade actually turned out pretty good for those eyes. I'm pretty pleased with that. Actually gonna come in here and just kind of dot the nose. Kind of like bring in just a little bit of that. Yeah, it's a lot for sure. A little bit off today. Five Finger Death Punch. There you go. You know, Five Finger Death Punch is one of those bands that I like. They just never worked for me, and I always kind of like made fun of them because like they did that Bad Company cover, and I always just thought that that was like the cheesiest thing ever. And then I watched this documentary called what was it called? Like the working crew or something like that. It was all about session musicians that ended up like either breaking out on their own or like just everything that they had to do to make it work. And the Five Finger Death Punch guitar player was on there, and just hearing him talk about his career, I was just like, holy shit. The Road Dogs, I think is what it was called. Or that might be the motorcycle movie with Steve or Tim Allen. Now I can't remember the name of this movie. It's very good, and he was like so genuine and nice. I was like, okay, I've given this band a lot of shit, and I kind of feel bad for it now because like he sacrificed his career to help other people for forever. And he finally took a chance on Five Finger Death Punch and made shit happen. I was like, I'll be damned. Like, there was something about it that was like really, really special, really touching. This camera is so brutal to this model, but it's working. Shit, we're getting there. This is happening. I'm very glad you introduced him to me. I'm glad you don't resent me for introducing. See, that seems to also be the other thing that some people are just like, fuck you for introducing me to 100 Gex. I can't listen to him at work because, like, literally everybody at work hates him. It's kind of unfortunate. Get that last little highlight there. Wild Hogs. Is that the movie? Oof. Oy vey. Oh man. It's hard hitting all these details, and like I get so ADD and I'm like, oh, I have to work on this thing, and it's like, no, not really, but feels like I should. Especially since I'm going to be photographing it. Feels like I should have more of it done, complete. And I know that that's just not the case, but it's getting to me. It's getting to me. The details are getting to me. I think I watched it once on TV, and I remember finding it pretty cute. Okay, that's much cleaner. There we go. That detail was driving me crazy. Alright, let's take a look at this. Alright. We got non-metallic metal. We got eyeballs. We got face skin to make brighter. Teeth. Eyes to get like the fleshiness around. So right now they're just kind of white, and that's a little weird. But man, I do like that eyeshadow. Purple hair is rocking. Got good shadow and depth on this because it does just get darker over here. I wanted it to be, you know, kind of warm on this side instead of just being like, oh, you just left it dark and unpainted. But like visually, I wanted you to look at it from this angle, you know, this angle right here, which is weird because the model, like, you'd expect to look at it like from this angle, which is cool. And it's kind of fun getting like the cast of light, but like I want you to look at it here. It's just amazing. Like it kind of looks like a small model until you do this. You're like, God damn, that's a lot of hair. Of course, and then I just drop it and fuck it all up right at the end. Fairly typical Heathism. All right, we're gonna go to big camera here. See if this does it look any better from here. Oh, it looks worse because I got chroma key on, so she's looking like mighty zombied in that. Weech. Oh, that's rough. Thank you all for hanging out. I needed this. I needed a good day of painting, kind of decompress. It's like I said, it's been a weird week, but here we are. Here we are doing the thing that we love, hanging out with the people that we love. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see, who do we got? We got K-Sauce is streaming. What? Oh, they're doing K-Sauce is doing busts right now too. Just kind of seeing where we're at. Oh my god, Eenies is up? What is happening here? When did Eenies start streaming? I think let's do K-Sauce. I haven't seen K-Sauce stream in a while. And especially since she's working bus. Oh, she's playing key. Oh no, that's not fun. I bet. Oh, she's been streaming for 3 hours. Okay, that's what's going on. So she's playing board games right now. Let's go over to Eenie. Let's see what Eenie's up to. Okay, Eenie's painting Slenderman. Let's go say hi to Eenie because we just haven't said hi to her for forever. All right, everybody. I love you all. Thank you for being here. As with everything, if you want to support the channel, I always appreciate it. It's never necessary, but always appreciate it. If you want to support the channel in more meaningful ways, we do have the Patreon, which is very cool. Again, never necessary. Nothing that I do is going to be behind paywalls ever. We are not doing that. So we're going to go say hi to Eenie because we love her and was glad to see her back at it. Thank you all for being here. Take care of each other. Come hang out in the Discord. We're having a great time. We'll keep on posting photos of this thing as we're working on it. All right. I love you all.